This book is 100 Days of Cool by Stuart J. Murphy, illustrated by John Bendel Brunello. 100 Days of Cool. 100 Days of Cool. Hey, why do you guys look so weird? Asked Toby. It was the first day of school. Maggie, Nathan, Yoshi, and Scott looked really wild. Didn't you hear? Asked Maggie. Our new teacher, Mrs. Lopez, is going to have us celebrate 100 days of cool. So we dressed as cool as we could. Not cool, said Toby. School. Oh no, grumbled Scott. Leave it to Maggie to get it wrong. We don't even have time to go home and change, said Yoshi. Well then, let's go for it, said Nathan. Mrs. Lopez couldn't believe her eyes when the four cool kids walked into the classroom. We're all set for the first day of cool, Nathan announced. The first day of cool? Asked Mrs. Lopez. Oh, I get it. Great idea. If you can keep this up for 99 more days, we'll have a cool party to celebrate. Do you think you can do it? You bet, shouted Maggie. The others agreed. But the very next day, Maggie, Nathan, Scott, and Yoshi all looked normal when they arrived at school. There was not one sequence or pair of sunglasses among them. What happened? Toby teased. Did you give up already? Day 2, and we're still cool, said Yoshi as they lifted up the legs of their jeans. Cool socks, someone yelled from the back row. Ha! They still have 98 days to go. Days went by. The cool kids kept going. On day 5, they decorated their bikes. On day 8, they each wrote their 8 favorite jokes on the blackboard. On day 10, they were especially cool. They came to school dressed in clothes from the 70s. They're only 1/10 of the way there. Sometimes their ideas backfired. On day 17, they tried walking backward all day. That turned out to be sort of uncool. On day 21, they wore boxer shorts over their pants. Maggie's mother almost didn't let her out of the house. On day 25, they dyed their hair 4 different colors. That was cool until they tried to wash it out. Okay, 25 done, but a whopping 75 to go. On day 33, the cool kids pasted sparkles on their faces. On day 41, they announced that they were volunteering to read books at the Oak Hills Senior Center after school. How cool is that? Said Mrs. Lopez. On day 49, they wore shirts that were half white and half black. We're getting there, they shouted. They're almost halfway. But they couldn't think of an idea for day 50. They sat in the lunchroom talking about it. Come on, Maggie, said Yoshi. You're good at ideas. I can't think of a thing, said Maggie. What about goldfish? Asked Nathan. Goldfish are cool. There is nothing cool about goldfish, Scott said. Toby was walking by. He heard them talking. I knew you'd never make it, he said. You didn't even get halfway. Rosa was nearby, too. You can't give up now, she said. We're almost halfway to the party. Hey, everybody, come and help us think of ideas. All the kids in class came over. Yoshi started taking notes. Soon she had a long list. On day 50, the kids wore scarves and mittens. They said they were cool. On day 75, they tried to speak Spanish all day. On day 82, they wore hats made out of their favorite foods. Way cool, said Toby, stealing a chocolate chip cookie. They still need almost 20 new ideas. On day 99, they each brought in a collection of 99 things. What are you going to do tomorrow? Asked Rosa. Well, I'll tell you, said Maggie. No, actually, I won't. It's a surprise. When the cool kids got to school on day 100, the whole class was already there. Yoshi was wrapped up in cardboard. Scott had a plastic garbage bag around him. Maggie and Nathan were wearing their parents' raincoats. All four were covered from head to foot. Get ready, said Maggie. 1, 2. I can't believe they made it. 3. And off came the covers. Everybody cheered. They made it through 100 days of cool. Mrs. Lopez brought out the food and the cool party got underway, but Scott didn't look happy. What's up, Scott? Asked Mrs. Lopez. What are we going to do tomorrow? Said Scott. All the fun is over. "100 Days of Cool" by Stuart J. Murphy and illustrated by John Bendel Brunello.